You must have at least a 620 FICO score. Applying does not affect your credit, so there's absolutely no hard credit check. So for today's video, we have an absolute game changer. I'm gonna be sharing with you another no-doc business line of credit with a very easy approval. It does not show up on your personal credit. You get immediate cash access without having to liquidate credit cards, and it has a competitive cost of capital in the long term, unlike business credit card. Now, BLOCs are becoming one of the most popular financial products out there. Now, I think people are starting to realize the value of business lines of credit compared to even business credit cards, personal credit cards, or even personal lines of credit. Now, with a business line of credit, the great thing is that it is not going to show up on your personal credit report. Therefore, it's not going to increase your debt to income or your utilization. And the reason why it's better than business credit cards, even 0% cards, is because after that intro year, then the APR actually increases, where with business lines of credit, we know that the Fed is lowering interest rates. So if your line of credit is indexed to the prime rate, we know the prime rate is going down over the next 2 years, which is going to allow you to lock in a lower cost of capital. And you don't have to do all these weird methods of trying to liquidate a credit card. You can either write a check or transfer from the business line of credit to your business checking account. On top of that, business lines of credit have way higher limits than business credit cards. And in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you a business line of credit that goes up to $250,000 with absolutely no hard personal credit check. Now, we're talking about none other than the North One business line of credit. Now, North One is actually one of the best starter business checking accounts. So if you just created your LLC, I would highly recommend North One. There's another company called Novo. They're kind of similar, but what makes North One stand out is that they have a business line of credit that goes up to $250,000. Now, one of the caveats, as it says right here, this is only available to North One account holders. Applying won't impact your credit score. So basically, in order to apply for this, you first have to open up a North One checking account. If anyone is interested, I've dropped a link in the description of the video. Now, again, some of the benefits of the North One business line of credit: a minimum of $10,000 up to $250,000, and you can get a decision within 24 hours. And it also gives you fast access to funds, so you can get same-day funding. Now, here's the steps you have to do to apply for the line of credit. As I mentioned first, so if you don't already have a North One business checking account, you're not going to be able to apply for the line of credit. So once you get the account set up, what you're going to do is then apply for a North One line of credit, and you can get a decision in 24 hours. Applying does not affect your credit, so there's absolutely no hard credit check. Once you get approved, you can draw funds whenever you want, and then you could repay as you go. Now, one of the great things about lines of credit is as you repay the line of credit, you get more available credit to continue to reuse. Now, as far as the requirements for the North One business line of credit, so again, first prerequisite, you must have a North One account and in good standing. The second component, you must have at least a 620 FICO score. So this is actually a fairly low credit score for most business lines of credit. If you go to most commercial banks, they're going to want you to be over 700, sometimes even over 720 minimum to qualify. With North One business line of credit, you only need a 620 FICO score. So this is going to be available to people who don't have the best credit scores. You also must be in business for at least 12 months, and you must have a $2,000 or higher cash balance. So as long as your cash balance in your North One checking account is at least $2,000, then you could be able to apply for the North One business line of credit. Now, here's just some frequently asked questions. So will my credit score be impacted if I apply for a line of credit? And right here it says no, applying for a North One business line of credit will not impact your credit score. So I just wanted to emphasize that. Now, I want to go over some of the important data points for getting approved. Now, this is an article that North One actually published, how to get a business line of credit in 6 steps. Now, step 1 is determining how much funding that you need, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. The second step is determining eligibility. The first thing a lender will look at is your business credit score. The higher your score, the better chance you have at securing a low interest rate or a higher line of credit. The minimum required business credit score is often 80. So they may be referring to Dun & Bradstreet or even your Experian Telescore. Now, let's say you're a brand new business with very limited business credit history. One way that you can actually increase your business credit score is by adding trade lines. Now, we actually have a really great trade line, But here's the thing, gone are the days where you have to go to Quill, Uline, and Granger. Nowadays, there's a lot of companies that do furnish data directly to the credit reporting agencies. Now, Boost Credit is one of the best trade lines, if not the best trade line out there right now. Now, they offer what's called a cloud server lease credit builder. It'll actually report to the major credit reporting agencies on the business side. So this includes Dun & Bradstreet, the Small Business Financial Exchange, and Experian. They have limits to go up to $150,000, and this reports positively to the credit bureaus. Now, one major advantage with having a trade line like the Boost Credit Builder is that it establishes business credit with all major bureaus. You're adding positive financial business trade line. Now, there's a difference between vendor credit and financial trade. So financial trade data is going to be leases, loans, lines of credit. That's what a lot of lenders are looking at when they're assessing you for a business line of credit. So this is the type of trade line that you need on your business credit report. It will help you increase lending favorability, help build scores and credit rating, and obtain higher credit limits. Now, again, your business credit score is not the only factor, but I've seen a lot lately where having additional trade lines on the business side could be the difference between getting better terms, so lower interest rates on business lines of credit, as well as much higher limits. So business credit is a great supplement to your personal credit as well as to your business financials to help you get approved for business lines of credit. Now, with this business trade line, everybody is approved. There's no personal credit check and no personal guarantee. The only requirements, you must have a business entity in good standing, a valid EIN, as well as a valid business address, phone number, and DUNS number. The Cloud Boost server lease reports to the Small Business Financial Exchange, who distributes payment information to certified vendors Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, Equifax Business, and LexisNexis. This customer got approved for a new Mercedes-Benz for their business after a $40,000 lease reported no money down and did not have to provide a personal guarantee. Another client said, I obtained 2 Boost server leases, which reported to my business credit. I received $400,000 in business credit thanks to having good business credit. Another client said, after my $20,000 Boost server lease reported on my business credit, I was able to boost my business credit and got approved for an $80,000 vehicle in my business name. And this reports to the bureaus, and again, $150,000. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because this could actually help you with getting approved for business lines of credit like the North One business line of credit, especially if you're a brand new business. Now, the next data point that they're going to look at is business revenue. Now, one great thing about North One is because you have a business checking account with them, they can already see the transactions that are going on in your North One business checking account. And again, you need to have a minimum of $2,000 in your business checking account. Now, again, just to recap the North One business line of credit. So again, this is going to be available nationwide, but you do have to open up a Northwest business checking account first. It's very easy to get that set up. I've dropped a link in the description of the video. Once you're signed in, then you can apply for the North One business line of credit, and you have to have a minimum of a 620 FICO score and at least $2,000 in your North One business checking account. They're going to be looking at your deposit relationship. They're going to be looking at your personal credit score, soft pull only, and they're going to be looking at your business credit. Now, again, this is one of the easiest business lines of credit out there. They are definitely handing out a bag right now. So as long as you have $2,000 in your North One business checking account, a minimum of a 620 FICO score, and have solid business credit, you have a great shot of getting approved with absolutely no documents, no tax returns, no profit and loss statements, nothing. Now, if you're looking for a way to improve and enhance your business credit profile, we have business trade lines, high limit business trade lines up to $150,000 that will report on multiple business credit reporting agencies such as Dun & Bradstreet, the Small Business Financial Exchange, LexisNexis, Equifax Business, and Experian Business. And this might be exactly what you need to get you that approval for your North One business line of credit, as well as many other business lines of credit. I've dropped a link in the description of the video. That's all for today. Until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.